out. Please do not swear. Right, are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to the Reiser Virtual Cheese Awards 2026, showcasing of British and Irish cheese. I'm Danielle Tingey. I'm going to be moderating this session where we're judging the best organic cheese, this category A15. Now, let's meet our judges. Would you like to introduce yourself, Jiz?
Yeah, hi. So I'm James Grant, otherwise known as the Bucks Cheese Guy. I have a cheese shop and deli called Number 2 Pound Street in Wendover, Buckinghamshire. And I'm also the founder of the Real Cheese Project, which aims to put small cheesemakers on the map, help to get them up the ladder and get them noticed because they make great cheese, looking after nature, looking after animals, providing incredibly delicious, wholesome cheese.
And I'm Steve Parker. I am a retired cheesemonger. I closed my cheese shop 10 years ago, since which I have written several books about British cheese. I also do cheese tours, cheese guiding, and cheese talks.
Fabulous. Okay, let's get into it. So the scoring system has changed ever so slightly this year, just to ensure we are laser focused on rewarding cheese making excellent across all entrants. And so we're not just celebrating just one winner. The judges are going to be using a point system, scoring against 4 different attributes, and there are a total of 50 points. Wraps. The judges are going to be texture, and all worth 10 points each. And then the final attribute is flavour, which is worth 20 points. So cheeses scoring 45 points and above are all going to be awarded gold. 40 and above are going to be the silvers. Above are bronze in this category are going to go through to the Live Supreme final on the 17th of.
Perfect.
Okay,
just to let you know,
started.
Daniel,
first, yeah.
I'm so sorry. The connection from you to me over here is a bit fractious up and down. I don't know, Steve, you've got that as well. But
same with me. I'm only picking up about every other word from Danielle.
Yeah, the same from me.
I'm looking at I'm on full for my internet.
Yes,
I'm seeing low network flashing up.
Okay. Well, I'm happy. You are.
You're good, aren't you, Stephen? I'm good, but Daniel, you are coming in and out a little bit, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I can hear everything James is saying, but very little of Danielle.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be doing most of the talking, just the steering. Hopefully that will be okay.
Yeah. That's fine.
If it gets too bad, maybe we log off and.
Sure, if you can remind us of the point you're going in.
Yep, so first cheese is A15, and that's 1020.
Cool. So I'm going to hold the cheese up to the camera here. There we go. And the rind. There we go. First impressions, the look of the cheese for me, Steve. It looks great on the rind. Nothing that I need to talk about there, apart from the fact that it looks lovely. The smell of the cheese is quite beautiful, rich, slightly umami. I'm getting a cheddar vibe from this cheese, 100%. I've got a feeling that this is made with a lot of care. Yeah, it smells very complex. Buttery, fudgy notes. On the rind, it's very clean. Straw and hay I'm getting on the rind. And yeah, great. Great little bright nose, bright smell I'm getting from this cheese. Lovely color as well. It's slightly darker halo just underneath the rind, which is normal, where the air has gotten to it a little bit more, where it's slightly paler in the center, which I would expect. I'd imagine this was cloth bound as well. The cloth's been taken off.
James, I would echo everything you say. It's a beautiful looking cheese. I would say appearance wise, there are no faults here at all.
100%, yeah, lovely jubbly cheese.
I would say aroma wise, agree with all the notes you picked up, with the addition of a little bit of almost caramelized milk.
155%, yeah.
Yeah, it's there's a slight sort of hazelnutty note to it as well.
Nice, yeah.
And literally, this is a stunningly good cheese to start with, I must admit.
Yeah. This is going to be a good one. I'm going to cut straight in.
Do we want to score the bits first, or should we go through and do the tasting first?
I'm happy to do
the tasting. Up to you guys, what you prefer.
Okay, well, let's go through and taste, and then we'll come back and do the scoring.
So I've cut a piece slightly more into the center, just so that I can awaken the fats a little bit to the surface. Still getting a very pleasing nose to the cheese. Really lovely.
Got a beautiful snap to it as well, hasn't it?
Nice snap, yeah. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to taste it.
Yep, I'm going in.
So there's a big salt in this cheese, which is quite dominant. I'm getting a farmy note to it as well. Chicken pan notes. Definitely a farmy note as well, which I'm getting on the back of the palate, Steve. Your thoughts, Steve?
As I say, I'm finding it difficult to disagree with anything you say. It tastes, seriously, it's got a very pleasant chicken skin. When you do crispy chicken skin, that lovely thing when you take roast chicken out the oven, it's got that,
100%.
That sort of mouth-watering thing at the back of your mouth. I mean, it's gorgeous. Seriously, you're missing out on it.
Sorry, Steve. The one thing that gets me is it's quite salt. It's quite salt dominated. Up at the top of the palate, it's quite salt dominated.
Yeah.
Of course, this is absolutely essential to the make, as we know, because they will be salting the curds prior to pressing. And obviously, that's really important with regards to the acidification of the cheese as well. There is a nice fruity note towards the end as well. I'm getting a lovely fruity acidity. Slightly cakey as well, like Victoria sponge brown. You know the brown on the Victoria sponge? When you bite into that kind of brown, that sponge, kind of not burnt, but really beautifully brown, that sugar browning on the sponge. I'm getting that as well, which is quite nice.
I think you've described an entire dinner party somehow, James, but
let's go.
No.
Okay.
Fabulous cheese. Fabulous.
Well, I'm not jealous at all that mine is not here. So are we ready to score?
Yep.
Out of 10 on appearance then, please.
10.
10.
Wow. Strong start. Do you agree, Steve?
Yeah, 10, 100%.
Okay, next category, aroma.
Oh, gotta be a 10. Lovely.
Okay, agreed.
I can't think of any reason to take anything off.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. There's nothing bad about that smell.
No, therefore it's a 10 again to me.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the texture?
it's quite drying.
If anything, this is an area that I could perhaps take a little more moisture in the cheese.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But I'm a strong 8 or a 9.
I'd probably go between 7 and 8. Should we go 8 then?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is the important one. This is flavour, and this is out of 20.
So for me, Steve, I don't know if you want to go first. Do you want to go first? Then I'll without your score, and I'll then give you my opinion.
Looking for, if one was looking to pick holes for an improvement, I could handle a slightly longer finish on a cheese of this style, I think. But the flavours themselves are great, so I'm happy with something like a 16 here.
Okay, well, I think for me it's slightly saltier than I would like to see. I think it's quite upfront. I've got a big hit of salt and a slightly shorter palate. Overall, the cheese is a great cheese, don't get me wrong, but I think there's a little bit more salt than I would like in this cheese.
Okay.
It's a little bit drying. The bouquet is spot on. It's really delicious on the nose. It's really a delicious smell I'm picking up.
So
on the first bite, the first thing I got was a saturated, like quite a big hit of salt, which overshadowed the nuanced other flavors I'd like to see in a style of cheese. I'd like to see more butter. I'd like to see a bit more moisture and a slightly longer length on the palate. Personally, it's lovely cheese, and don't get me wrong, it's not quite me.
What number would you come up with, James?
I'd probably go between 12 and 13.
Okay, so I'm scoring a bit higher than you on that. I'm struggling with the salt less than you.
Yeah.
But if we split the difference at say 14.
Yeah, 100%. That's perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Strong start then, isn't it? That's total 42 out of 50.
Very rarely do we manage to get a first cheese as good as that out of the block.
No,
it's a good cheese, definitely.
Okay then, so next in this organic cheese category, we're going for A15 1027, please, gents.
Cool. So big yellow cheese, Steve. This is a Gouda or a Gouda style, I would imagine, by the look of it. I've got some sweet, slightly caramel notes under the rind there as well. It looks like there's a plastic coat, paraffin wax on the outside of sorts.
Appearance-wise, I don't know about yours, James. I've got some quite uneven eyes in the middle of the cheese here.
Yeah, I don't think we can mark it down. I think they're mechanical eyes more than anything else. I don't think there's any issue with that particularly. Yeah. I've got a couple of mine as well, but I'm quite happy with that, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, the appearance for me, it's good again. It does what it says on the can. It's artisanal, that's for sure. It's been turned. There's a weight element there, as you can see how that bows out slightly towards the bottom corner there.
Yeah.
But I think that's fine. I mean, I would go straight in with the score on this one, Steve. I'd probably say 10 again, not to be unfair. Yeah.
Completely agree.
Does have some quite sweety notes on the nose. You know what I mean?
I've got like almost butterscotch.
Yeah, 100% butterscotch. Bang on, yeah. It reminds me of going to my barber's and they give you a butterscotch sweet as you leave. Well, they don't give it to you. They tempt you with a bowl of butterscotch sweets, and I always take one. I feel slightly guilty, but it's only one.
I'm sure you take it for the kids.
The notes for me. Lovely. Yeah, I'm going to cut into it.
I can't talk brand names, but there is a sweet that is called something Originals that reminds me very much of that.
Is it worth it, though? Is it worth it? I mean,
yes, it is worth it. Yeah.
sure it's very worthy of that. Worthy of that.
Right. That's exactly what it tastes like. Smells like. Let's hope it tastes as good.
You should come and sit on my knee and we can share the cheese, mate. Smells good. Again, cutting into it fresh. Let's go in the mouth here. Let's see what happens.
When you cut it releases almost a hay flavour.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It breaks quite snappy. It's not as flexible as I would have imagined.
Okay, snappy texture.
In the palate, it breaks down really nicely. It's a nice fat.
You said earlier on, James, it evoked a Gouda sort of memory to you, but I'm finding at this stage it's not really. It lacks that real caramel nutty that I would expect from a Gouda style cheese. I'm intrigued what it is because it is rather tasty. It's
quite a hit of salt again.
Quite heavy salt.
Quite a hit of salt again. And towards the back of the palate, I'm definitely getting a slight astringency as well, a tonic note.
I'm getting it round the edge of my tongue. That like not fizz, but that sort of, as you say, astringency, acidity perhaps. It's not quite as full of flavour as I was expecting.
Compared to the smell?
It's a little bit,
I would say that the aroma and the flavour don't match in terms of, doesn't feel like they're the same cheese.
Okay. So it doesn't deliver
when it comes to when it comes to assessing this cheese for me, on first approach, I felt that it was more of a European style, Gouda style cheese. On taste, it delivered again quite a weighty salt, quite a short palate, and there was definitely an astringency there at the same time. It didn't give me a plethora of flavors that I was hoping for.
It's rather a simple palate compared to a very interesting aroma. So I was expecting to taste all the things I could smell.
Yeah.
And unfortunately I can't. But it's being dominated by that acidity on the edge of the tongue. Just around the edge of my tongue. I feel like I want to go and drink a glass of water straight away.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how old this cheese is as well, how long it's been aged. Do we have any information on that?
Nope.
I don't think we can use that as a factor, to be honest, James, but I share the same interest as you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
in terms of scoring, we started with a 10 for appearance. What would you give it for aroma?
I would probably give it I would give it a 6 or a 7 on the nose.
Yeah, 7. I completely agree.
Yeah.
And its snappy texture, what would you score that one?
I mean, the texture in the mouth, it broke down quite nicely. It was some quite good mouthfeel about the cheese. Out of 10, I'm happy to give it a 7 or an 8.
7, yeah.
Okay. And then for flavour, this is out of 20.
I feel it's missing slightly. Well, it's giving me that quite big salt dominant. It's quite dominated on salt again, and it finishes. Well, actually, it's pretty much there as you taste. As soon as you get into the taste, you salivate. You're picking up an astringency as well. So for me, it's probably going to be between 12 and 13.
I was more thinking somewhere between 10 and 12. So why don't we settle on 12?
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that is a score of 36 for A151027. Let's move down to 1109 then, please.
Can I just confirm, Danielle? So that gives it a bronze, is that correct?
Let me get my parameters. So 30 and above is a bronze, yes.
35 and above, isn't
it? So 45 points and above will be gold, 40 and above silver, 30 and above is bronze.
Oh, 30 and above. Okay, well, I'm happy with that as a bronze.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right.
So which number was it? Sorry.
So next on the list is 1109, please.
Interesting.
So it's a very interesting cheese with, it looks like, well, pretty much 100% sure there's a natto involved on the outside of that, or this has been painted on the outside.
Or carrot, maybe. This is an organic category, isn't it? Some people use carrot.
Yeah, it's not. It's not B linens. I would. Yeah, no, definitely not.
Definitely not.
It's quite milky on the nose. It's very. It's bendy, plier. It's kind of stretchy, bendy, as you can see. The nose is quite closed. It's not giving a lot. It's just giving you some milky notes, like on the top of a rice pudding. Not too brown, the rice pudding, but you know when you slightly cook the milk and you get that slight, you know when you have a rice pudding, it's warm, you get that kind of smell from the rice. That's what I'm getting from this a little bit.
I was going to say creme caramel rather than creme brulee.
Well, I'm thinking, to be fair, Steve, I'm thinking of burnt Cambridge cream.
You are a far more discerning chef than I am. No idea what Cambridge cream is.
Say that again. Burnt Cambridge cream.
Cream is the same thing, but it was invented by the British, not the French.
Oh, I see.
Sorry to my French friends. So here is the cheese on camera. Very clean, lovely colour. Smells a little bit grassy. In the mouth, it kind of dissipates really quickly. It melts down really quickly. There is a tasting note on the Academy of Cheese, which is it's cheesy, and it is quite cheesy, if you know what I mean. It's got that kind of cheesy element, which brings all of the fats together and gives you that cheesiness to it. It's a really pleasing cheesiness. It's sort of lunchtime fresh salad cheese. As far as delivery of depth of flavor is concerned, there's not a big depth of flavor to this cheese for me. It's a pleasant mouthfeel. I quite enjoy that mouthfeel. There's some fruity notes to it, slightly dandelion kind of notes to it as well. Pollen, dandelion notes. There is some tonic notes as well. Again, there's a little bit of tonic to this. As part of this cheese, it would appear to have some sort of so it's a tonic note to it as well, which isn't displeasing necessarily because it's blending together with all the other fats. But there's not a lot of depth to this cheese. So that's where I am.
I would suggest that this cheese is probably delivering the style that the cheesemaker set out to deliver, which is a widely popular cheese, I think, with people who don't want big, massive flavors. it would give them exactly what they want. Texturally, it's that semi-soft, semi-hard sort of,
a little bit springy, bit bouncy.
yeah, that pliability, the elasticity,
Yeah.
more reminiscent of a European style cheese than a British cheese. And you know, I'm not going to penalise it for it, but it is not a big flavour bomb by any means at all.
No.
It's a mild cheese, and that's what it sets out to do, which is why those fruity notes and those lactic notes become so important.
Yeah, I mean, the look is fine. I don't think we can mark it down. It is what it is. I think there's a 10 points for me on that. The smell is not big. That's all, really. There's nothing wrong with the smell, but it's not really it's not delivering anything.
I think it's a little bit lacking. Like if you were blindfolded, would you be able to identify it as a cheese, or what you'd probably identify it as a dairy product because you've got that milkiness. So I'm thinking aroma wise, probably a 7 or 8, James. I don't know about you.
7's fine, yeah.
Okay.
What about texture?
The texture is quite interesting. What do you think, Steve?
It's good.
It's what I'd expect from this texture.
From this style of cheese, yes. It's
not style of cheese.
It's not the most universally appealing style. A lot of people would tend to do something a bit harder or a bit softer. But for what it is, I think the texture's fine. I don't think it's great. So I'm thinking I'm thinking of 7 again.
Okay, let's do that.
Yep. And then the flavour.
For me, this doesn't deliver a depth of flavour that I would really love. So I would like to see more length on the palate. I'd like to see more dairy, yogurty notes to this cheese. I do have a slight astringency to this, tonic notes, as I said. I'm getting that tonic flavour as well. So if that can be balanced more, then that would be a great thing. But at this stage, I'm going to probably veer on the 9 or 10.
10. I'll give it a 10.
10.
I just think it lacks any real distinctive flavour is what I would suggest.
Okay, that finishes 2 points below the last cheese. Okay, so the next cheese is 1151, please.
1151.
Wow.
What a nice looking piece of cheese.
And I'm picking up very farmy and hay from the rind.
Oh, it's got
definitely barn.
There's like a toffee-ish sort of flavour under the rind. Toffee-ish aroma.
Yeah, and that kind of barney as well. You know, a barn. Also,
so what are you saying on appearance for this one?
A little bit meaty as well. Appearance is fine. I'm guessing this has been cloth bound as well.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of fat separation under the rind.
Yeah, so by the rind as well, I'm getting a little bit of commonly known in Cabrales as baby sick notes under the rind.
Yeah. Trust me, Danielle, that is a well-known cheese judging flavour.
Wasn't questioning it, just raising an eyebrow. Is that a good smell?
Yeah.
It can be great. It can be great.
Yeah. It's and if you smelt it, you'd understand why.
Well, this is why cheeses, right?
You should have got yourself some cheese, Danielle.
Well, that's got a bend to it, isn't it?
Then it doesn't snap, it just falls apart. Wow. When you do that, you get this real, it's like a confected note, James. You know, like that, when you have a Beaujolais, it's got a confected smell to it rather than a fresh fruit one.
Gamay noir smell.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit like, as I say, a bit like a tinned fruit.
It breaks a bit more in a crumbly fashion, doesn't it?
It's not a smell I'm completely familiar with in a cheese style, but I find it very pleasant. Let's see how it translates to the palate.
Quite beefy and brothy, stocky, like chicken stock, beef stock. The salt's pretty well balanced. There's a rich umami savory note. At the bottom of my palate, I'm getting lardy, fatty notes. Slightly farmy, but not long-lived. It's quite a short palate. There I am.
I'm getting a very slightly beery sort of flavour.
Yeah, malty,
Almost like a barley
yeasty.
and malt, exactly.
Yeah, so that where I'm saying with that yeasty, brothy note is exactly that.
Yeah. I like that. It wasn't what I was expecting on the palate, but I'm finding it really quite pleasant.
It's an interesting cheese, yeah.
It certainly is. Let's see how we scores.
How are we scoring this then? What's our thinking for appearance?
Looks 10 for me. It's fine.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the way it looks.
Aroma?
The aroma's got a lot going on for it. It's got some interesting. It's got some different levels of aroma in different areas where you smell this cheese, which is really fascinating about cheeses like this, where you cut into them, you get under the rind, you'll find a slightly more complex, slightly more fatty, lardy, kind of mustardy, brothy nose, which you're picking up on here. And then in the heart, it's more delicate.
I'd give it a strong 8.
Forward.
I'd go a strong 8, certainly.
Yeah. So the nose, I think, is an 8. Yeah, I think you're right. The texture is more crumbly. It's not as hard.
What about the texture?
What are we doing? Texture.
Mm-hmm.
It bent, as you observed yourself, Danielle, and then it just sort of fell apart. It didn't snap in any way.
No.
I mean, it's quite a pleasant texture, but it kind of feels it's neither one thing nor the other. It's
right.
So I'm sort of going 7 max here.
I mean, the texture would also be attributable to the amount of moisture that's kept in that cheese, which is quite interesting. So you've got quite a bit, and that will be to do with the make. So are they aiming for that texture? Which is another thought. It's definitely not a cheddar. It's a unique cheese of its own accord. It's organic, so it's from a farm that I'm not. This is just me speaking, but it's from a farm that obviously is very careful with what they feed their livestock, and they want that to impact the quality of the milk that they're delivering to make this great cheese. So I'm quite happy to give it an 8 or a 9 for texture.
Well, let's agree on an 8 then, because I was 7, 8.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about flavour of 20?
For me, the flavour is I'm going to have to go in again, I'm afraid, Danielle, just very quickly.
Okay.
It's also quite doughy as well, Steve. You get in there, it's quite doughy.
That's a good description. I like that. Almost like cookie dough.
Yeah. I'm looking at a 12 or a 13 on flavour.
Okay, I was going to go 13, 14, so I can support 13.
Go 13.
Sorry, guys, I lost you there.
Oh, 13.
13.
Where's she gone?
I'm here. Sorry, there's something definitely going on with my internet.
Looks to be a picture of Vicky.
It is a picture of Vicky. Let me see if I can.
I thought you were somebody different all of a sudden.
No, something has just crashed our end. I'm so sorry about that, but I'm back. Did I hear right that you were going with a 13?
You did.
Yeah.
I think, James, we have a shapeshifter as our moderator.
That's on a Friday night. Okay, so with total scores, we got 39 then out of 50 for 1151. So next on the list is 1160, please.
1160, yeah. Just wrapping these bits up. Look, I'm just showing everybody how good I'm wrapping.
Beautiful, James.
See that?
Oh, what's this one?
This is certainly a
1165, yeah?
Let me just double check. We are on 1160 first, please.
Oh, 60, sorry, excuse me.
It should be in a camembert style box.
Oh, B, yes, of course. J'arrive tout de suite. Et voilà, le fromage arrivé.
Let's get a photograph of that one. Can we hold that one up to the camera, please?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Okay, thank you very much.
No worries, mate.
That looks interesting.
So this is a mold ripened cheese. It has a slightly, well, it does actually have a fairly big ammoniated rind. There's a lot of Penicillium camberti on the outside, as you can see, which is the mold that dances the mycelia dance on the outside, creating a topography of fungal joy.
Just repeat that for me so I can write it down.
That's good, wasn't it?
You said it's got a bloomy rind, basically.
Yeah, well done, thanks. I'm going to cut into this lovely little cheese now. And what I'm hoping for is a lovely breakdown underneath, although it's a very white down, which is interesting. So it's not very broken down, the mold. Relatively consistent, if you look at that on camera. Relatively consistent. There is a slight halo. The halo, as you can see, just here. It's still quite pudgy and gooey in the heart as well. There's no chalkiness to this cheese. Looks a little stabilized. I'm going to cut a little section out now and give it a smell. But for me, that on the nose, the rind was overly ammoniated. Heart of the cheese is really quite pleasant, clean.
Buttery smell you're getting there.
What about texture?
Texture's fine, yeah.
That's interesting. On the palate, that slight over ammonia vanishes.
It's very heavily salted, overly salted.
Overly salted.
Yeah. So that there is there's a minerality about this cheese as well. So it's salty, minerally, briny.
Quite vegetal as well, James.
Yeah.
Like sort of
which
cauliflower leaf.
Which you'd expect from the outside, which yields those brassica flavors and aromas that you would normally associate with a mold ripened cheese of this style.
Mm.
Although I think the salt's fairly dominant, and I'm not getting a lot of flavor through. So on the nose for me, it's a 4 or 5.
What we didn't do appearance.
On the look, it's. What do you think, Steve?
On the look, I think it's got a lovely, delicate, thin rind, and it's got a lovely, creamy paste, lovely golden yellow. So I would say the appearance is probably one of the real strong points on this cheese.
Yeah, but would you say that the rind of a cheese like this should be so white, or?
I suspect this is the producer has given a used up by date a month from now, so I wouldn't be at all surprised to see this brilliant white at this stage. I think in the next 2 weeks it will evolve.
Okay, and the integration of the rind, I think, as you said, is good. When I bite into that cheese, I'm not getting any pappiness from the rind at all. No paper notes.
No.
And that integration is really important with a mold ripened cheese. So that's really good, isn't it?
I think its appearance is definitely its strong point here. So I'd be happy with a 9 here.
Okay, I'll go with
Agreed.
you.
Okay, what about the aroma? Score out of 10, please.
I'm a 4 or a 5 on the aroma because let down by the ammonia that I'm getting.
Yeah, there's a bit of an imbalance between a flavour that hasn't fully evolved yet, but the ammonia has evolved. So I'd go 5 with you as well on that, James.
Okay.
Okay, what about your texture?
Texturally, I think it's quite strong.
I'd like to have seen it as a young cheese to have more of a chalky heart. Not quite as broken down. It's more stabilized, this cheese, isn't it?
Yeah. 7?
Yeah.
Both agreed on 7?
Yeah.
Okay, now flavour out of 20, please.
I'm afraid I'm scoring at a 9.
I would have said 10, but I can go with either.
I'll go with 10.
Let's be generous. Yep, we'll go 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 31 out of 50 score. We happy with those scores?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Next cheese, 1165, please.
Right. What have we got here? This is an interesting class because being organic, there could be any style of cheese you like. So it's a very interesting class to judge, whoever allocated James and I to this. Thank you.
It is very, very interesting, this class of cheese.
Yes.
Very well, Tim, guys. I thought you would be very well placed to judge it.
I see some evidence of some hay on the outside of this cheese while we're looking at it.
Oh, okay. Can we get a picture of that one then?
Why,
can you see the hay there?
Oh, yeah.
Dried hay.
Get a photo too.
Nice.
Hey, diddle, diddle, the cat's in the fiddle.
It also smells like you have walked into a barn, possibly having drunk a few too many ciders and tripped over and gone face down in the hay bag.
It reminds me of a scout excursion in Arundel near the castle where we stayed in a hay barn of an evening.
You sure you want to continue with this?
It was a pleasant time we had in the hay barn.
It probably accounts for quite a lot.
To the rind.
Sorry?
Back to the rind and the appearance of said cheese.
Yeah,
the rind's good.
Yeah, this is a good-looking cheese. The hay
that really looks interesting.
The hay that's in the rind, you can see actually goes through into the paste at the edge.
Okay.
So
the rind is integrated beautifully into the paste underneath, which is a great sign that when we bite into this cheese, that those hay flavors have engendered some hay flavor to the cheese at the same time, we hope. On the rind, I'm getting there is some mold growth there as well, white mold, etc. And there is a quite big ammonia I'm getting from the rind as well. For me, that's a slight kick, but it would be expected with this style of cheese. So I'm not going to really mark it down as a result of that. On the nose, I'm getting some sweet, fruity notes without even cutting into the cheese. I'm picking that up already.
What you notice, James, if you smell just the rind, then just the paste, you're getting two entirely different aroma profiles.
100%, yeah.
Which it's one of those cheeses that has appeal at this stage. I want to eat it.
It has appeal.
I really want to eat it. It looks really good.
It's drawing you in.
Right, I'm now going to get the couteau and cut the fromage.
I really do like that knife.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not mine, actually. This is Justin's. He doesn't know I'm using it, but I am Justin.
Well, he does now.
So smelling into it, I've got that lovely kind of barney nose again.
Little of that butterscotch that we picked up earlier on in one of the other cheeses. Butterscotch, hazelnut.
Yum.
It's quite springy, as you can see. Look at this.
Okay.
It's very nice.
Have we got a snap?
Little bit of a snap. It's more springy.
More than last one?
No. More springy.
My definitive tasting note is
Yeah.
Technically speaking there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what are we saying about texture then? Springy?
Have we marked the appearance yet?
Not yet. We've not talked about the texture. Tell me more about the springiness.
It's a semi-hard, it's a semi-soft cheese.
Yeah.
So it's got, if you look here, Danielle, it's got a lot of give. So you can squish it. It's squishy.
Squishy.
I mean, it'll never run away or anything like that, but it's got a real give to it. So it's very easy to eat.
It's a lovely cheese.
Yeah.
I'm getting the hay notes, the hay bale notes at the end.
Does it remind you of a music festival, perhaps?
It does.
Are you eating the rind on this one as well?
Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
So it's quite brothy as well, I think, and it's got this lovely alpine sweetness to it.
Oh, okay.
It's got a taste a bit reminiscent of a really nice IPA.
Is that
Yeah, go very well with an IPA.
Yeah, that sort of slight hoppiness. Very good. You're probably picking up we're liking this cheese, Danielle.
Noted with envy. It just looks like a really nice cheese. What's the colour like? Because it's slightly yellow from, like, I don't think I'm getting an accurate reflection of the colour from where I'm looking
Right,
at it.
okay. If you take the second cheese we had,
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah.
that's that colour.
Yeah.
That's this colour.
Wow, it's much paler, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that could be the breed of cow. It could be the time of year because of the amount of beta carotene in the grass. There's a number of factors that could dictate that.
Yeah.
So
are we ready to score?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Looks a 10 for me.
Yeah, 10.
And aroma?
I'm going to go 8.
Yeah, can do that.
Okay. Texture?
I'm going to go
8.
10.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
Texture's great. Texture, good.
Are we going down the middle or?
I'll go 9, James. Will you take that?
No worries, I'll take that.
Okay,
Why
then
9?
what about the flavour out of 20 then?
I'm thinking quite generous score here. I'm thinking 15, 16.
I
think I'd like to go back to the first cheese if we can do that.
I was going to say that's quite an interesting. The first cheese 1020. Your flavour for that cheese was 14 out of 20.
Yeah, I'd like to assess the first cheese again.
That's what I'm doing.
Steve, are you happy to do that?
I'm doing it. I'm on it.
What?
One word from you, James, and I'm all over it.
There's no asking twice. He's already on it.
That.
This is the interesting thing about this class, Danielle, that I mentioned earlier on. Because you're not comparing apples with apples. They're two very different cheeses. And
this is definitely an Alpine style cheese.
Yeah. More.
This is a cheddar style.
Yeah.
You need to judge them on those merits.
Yeah.
Alpine, cheddar.
By Alpine, I'm assuming you mean more of a Tom Alpine style.
Yeah.
I'd give them the same score.
Well, I think the first cheese we tried, which was my defining tasting note, which you probably got, Daniel, was that one was a slightly more salty. This has got a little bit, for me, maybe a little bit too much ammonia that hasn't settled on the rind on this one. Maybe. I love this cheese. I like this cheese. What are we going to do, Steve?
I would quite happily give them both the same score at 14.
That makes it complicated.
If I had to vote for, well, it doesn't.
That puts the number one cheese as the first one by 1 point.
Yes, correct. But
I don't know. To be fair, I think they're both.
Can I make a proposal, James? We
Sure.
carry on through the rest of this class and then revisit these two at the end, unless something else comes through stronger.
Okay.
Which is quite possible.
Yeah. 100%. I'm just going to put them to bed
so
for a little while, and then we'll come back to them.
Settle for now, and then we'll make our way to 1106, please.
Which is the first of the blues.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going into the first blue, yeah?
Yep.
1106.
So this is where my snazzy blue knife comes into play.
Oh.
Blue coloured cheese knife. Wow.
How very coordinated.
Do you think we're focusing on the wrong things?
It's very well, good look to the cheese. There's 10 points for me. It's very good and even bluing throughout.
I would say if you were running a masterclass in making a blue cheese, that would be a really good benchmark.
I'm getting a strong whiff of the blue. The Penicillium Roqueforti is coming through, that herbaceous, salty note. I'm getting straight away on the nose. I'm not getting a lot of dairy notes. I'm getting some farmy elements to it as well. I'm going in to try it.
Tell me about yours, James. I've got this quite rich cream aroma. You know, it's like a clotted cream sort of richness.
I'm not picking that up.
Okay.
That in the same way that you are. Yeah. I'm getting more a hit from the blue.
Yeah.
But thinking about clotted cream now, I'm thinking about the surface of the clotted cream being slightly harder and firmer, and tasting that. And I can get what you're saying.
What about texture?
Beautiful.
Right.
Texture, to my mind, is everything a blue should be. You look how clean that cut is. When you cut through. Looks like it's been cut with a laser.
A beautiful fondant texture.
Oh.
Creamy. Very herbaceous. Quite peppery and spicy.
But you've got like a praline note underneath it all.
Oh, okay.
So you've got the balance of the sweetness and the saltiness and the pepperiness.
Yeah.
It's dancing on your tongue, all these different flavours.
Oh, hello.
It's like a ballerina on your tongue.
Which one?
With a rock band round the corner.
Which ballerina, James?
I'd say Pavlova.
So quite
a traditional flavour.
Not a Darcy Bustle, more modern flavour then?
No, I think more classical. Okay. But with the Foo Fighters or maybe Nirvana in the corner rocking up the herbaceousness.
This is quite the cheese.
We're going to get a
yellow card going on there somewhere.
We're going to get a yellow card here.
Yeah.
I'm really liking this.
I can tell.
I think you used the term fudgy or fondanty, James, and it.
Fondant.
Yeah, absolutely applies to this. Absolutely.
Fondant as taste or fondant in texture?
Texture.
Fondant texture, yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to see more of the creamy notes coming through. I feel that the rock band is strumming a bit too hard here. Just tone it down a little tiny bit.
I think we're getting a slightly different experience, but that's not surprising. It's an organic artisan product. It's going to vary very slightly.
I'm guessing we have the same batch, don't we?
I would have thought so.
So, are we ready to score 1106?
100%.
Yeah.
What are we going to go for appearance then out of 10?
10.
10. It's a good looking bunch of cheeses we've got here, isn't it?
Yes.
We have, I think, only one cheese has dropped a point on appearance so far. Right, aroma for this cheese then, please. What are we scoring?
I'll let Steve be in charge of that decision.
I think the very slight ammonia hit is going to pull it off a high mark, so I'd probably go 8 here.
Yeah.
Yep. What about texture?
I'd go 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
And flavour?
Go on, Steve.
I'm thinking 13 or 14, James.
I'm going 14.
You're going 14?
Yeah.
That means we're on a dead heat with cheese 1.
Excellent.
So that means we've got 3 to revisit at the end.
Oh, is this tactical?
This is good.
That's what it should be like.
Okay, then. Next cheese is 1113, please.
Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty.
There she is.
Exactly.
Oh.
What a thing of beauty. Got quite a lot of deliquescence, mine, for those that don't look like the liquid coming out of it, James. Don't know about you. Sort of whey separation.
A little bit of whey, but there is that's expected with this make. Hence the reason why we have a little clothy on its bottom to wipe up any little messes it may give out.
You should have been a storyteller, James Grant.
This, to me, on the look, is exceptional. It's got, on the feel, I'm getting the moisture from the paste, which is a good feeling. It looks like it's a good fat milk as well. It's quite yellow in colour. There she is. One is now going to give it a good sniff. I'm getting some real big dairy forward notes, farmy notes, delicate herbaceous notes, and a touch of pear drop in the corner.
Oh.
I'm quite excited about this, and I'm hoping it's going to follow through on the palate.
When you say pear drop, James, you mean like an acetyl type smell?
Yes. Oh my goodness. This is a slightly hallelujah moment. Farmy, dairy, fondant, herbaceous, moisture, mouthfeel, stimulating my esophagus, making me feel happy. Oh, happy days. Like this.
Not helping your singing, though.
No, sorry.
What are we saying about texture?
Perfect.
Fabulous. 10. Hang on, we haven't done an appearance yet, have we?
Oh, no. Just in describing the texture.
I would say I'll put forward appearance and texture 10 and 10. Don't know about James.
The taste is mental. It's so good. I'm definitely getting those really lovely, you know, like you get a big ripe tin pear and you cut into it and you've got that lovely, just really beautiful pear flavour. It's really nice. Tin pears, fresh tin pears. Sugared and cooked tin pears, served slightly chilled, with a slight sugar note to them as well. Just like when Harry Met Sally, that scene when you're describing a pear and you bite into it and there's that sugary notes when you bite into it. Nice.
I'm lost for words.
Jolly good.
Are you talking yourselves out of going to lead judge the others?
I'm on the first three criteria, wanting to go 10, 10, 10. I don't know about Mr. Grant.
Okay.
100%.
Right, so the first three, so appearance, aroma, texture for 1113 are all solid 10s.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
This is a good cheese.
I'm sensing that.
They're all great. This
James,
is good as well.
You know, sometimes the esteemed organizer of this wonderful awards, Sarah, says,
She appears.
when you've got cheese, if you feel like it's share the love, there is no sharing going on here at all.
No, not happening. This is ours.
Fortunately, my wife doesn't like blue cheese, and therefore this is all for Steve.
Good. Well, I'm going to get myself a glass of Montbazillac later on. Behind me, ladies and gentlemen, is a map of Montbazillac, and I will be succumbing to the sweetness with this blue cheese.
Sweetness with a touch of acidity to balance it off, and this would be nice.
Well, there's a lovely minerality towards the end as well, which is allowing me to salivate beautifully, which is again stimulating my esophagus, making way and room for my next bite of this fondant, herbaceous, buttery texture, which is allowing me to feel incredibly elated, allowing the endorphins to dissipate equally throughout my spectrum of mind, whatever that meant.
Are you sure you should be drinking alcohol later, James?
I've had nothing. I'm just on water.
Are you sure you've not been drinking alcohol already, James?
What is in that bottle?
Yeah, what's in there?
You can press a light as well and it goes on. Look at this. Wait for it. Is it working? It's not working. Oh, it's dead now. Oh, that's a shame. It cooks my water.
I'll tell you a good way of
What are we going to score on flavour then?
I'm going to give it... I'm going to go back in again because is it 20?
Got your work cut out here, Danielle.
I'm writing a number. I'm writing a number down here, and I've written it down. I want to see what James thinks.
This is a blue cheese. You have to use salt in blue cheese making because blue cheese and salt are very important to make blue cheese happen.
In fact, dear listener, you have to use salts to make any cheese, but I know what it means.
That's silver paper, that's right. You know what I mean, though?
I do.
It's great cheese. It's very difficult. I'm even getting slightly toasty notes as well, like bready, toasty notes.
I'm thinking 17 or 18.
18.
Job done.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, that's a big old score of 48.
That is a bloody beautiful cheese.
Very nice.
I need to find out what that 1113 is and find some immediately. Okay, next cheese, 1141, please.
Wait. I'm going to wrap this up so it comes home with me.
Are you at your fine emporium, James?
I'm at my cheese emporium right now. The Cheesazerie, not La Fromagerie, La Cheesazerie, because we're not, we're British.
You've been speaking French half of this session, so...
Sì, allora, io parlare italiano, come stai oggi? Tutto bene? Dai, andiamo.
Oh my goodness. That's what you call a gnarly rind.
A gnarly rind.
It's cratered and pitted.
Oh, this is
it's very... Is yours like that, James?
Yes, it is. It's like a rock face. The way it looks, like a wet rock face.
Craggy.
There's some vermiculation to that as well. Build up of mucor.
Have you got some pinking under the rind?
A slight amount of pinking. It's not a problem necessarily.
No. It's a very open texture as well.
It's good. It's quite semi-hard, semi-soft. Cuts very easily.
More of a continental style, isn't it? Slightly emotional.
It's got a gentle, it's not a massively big, scary nose when you look at it, is it?
No, there's some ammonia drifting there.
Quite vinegary and very tonic, quite sour. Dandelions. Steely. Steel. Think of steel.
Yeah, metallic.
100%. It's like biting onto a stainless steel fork, forgetting you've got no food on it. It's steely clean, astringent with some butter, pleasing butter notes, but quite tonic as well. If we can tone down on the astringency, maybe reduce the bluing a little.
Yeah, mine is very blue, and because you've got such an open texture, you get these big blue chasms, which takes away slightly from its sort of visual appeal.
Maybe lower the acidity a little as well, if they can. The look for me is 10 points.
Yep.
The smell is incredibly gentle, not too strong. It's slightly, there is that ammonia on the rind, which you'd expect, though, given what we have here. The paste is not giving out a lot. It's holding a plethora of secrets before you bite into it. I think as far as the smell is concerned, it's going to be, for me, a 6 or a 7. Steve?
7.
Can't hear you, mate.
7.
7. The mouth feel is a 7 or an 8.
What texture?
7.
Yep.
But on the taste, I'm really sorry. I think it's just a little too astringent on this one. Quite steely, and doesn't quite work for my palate. And I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a little bit more dairy forward with the herbaceousness coming in. I just think it's a little bit too acid, this cheese.
Yeah, I'd like some butteriness or something like, or creaminess in there.
I'm really sorry to the cheesemaker watching this. I just think if there's any way you can bring back the acidity somewhat and maybe pull it before the bluing becomes too dominant, that would be good.
10.
I'm going to give 10 as well, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, so that leaves us a final cheese, number 1152, please.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, pretty butt.
So 1152.
What have we got here?
Now, what I've got, James, is an awful lot of discoloration on the paste here.
Oh.
Yeah, there's been some fissures, some cracking. As you can see, there's a crack there, which is brown towards the bottom in the middle.
Yeah, I've got
which
some.
Allowed
odd
a little bit of air into it. It's actually the borehole where the blue has occurred. You see the line there and there.
Yeah.
That's where they spiked for the PR, the Penicillium roqueforti, to engender, given the oxygen that it lives off. That's oxygen, by the way. That's what it lives off. Not the air, it's the oxygen in the air that it lives off.
What I've got here, which is not a borehole, can you see this browning here?
Yeah.
It almost looks like the same colour that you'd get on a bit of mite damage on a hard cheddar or something.
Potentially.
So it lacks a bit of visual delight with that.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about that at the moment. I want to taste the cheese. I'm going to smell it. Relatively clean nose, slightly farmy. Again, this is a crumbly.
I've got a sweetness on the nose.
Definitely got a sweetness. I definitely got that hay barn.
Yeah.
Breaking it open, it's crumbly cheese, definitely. There is some good retention of moisture in this as well.
What else are we saying about texture?
Texture is a little dry, I find. Don't know about yours, James.
Salty. Very salty.
Texture, Danielle was asking.
Oh, sorry. Yes, it's if you look at this make as well, you'll see there's some lighter and darker patches, which suggests that there's more moisture trapped in certain areas than others.
Yeah, very much.
Which is that the stirring of the curds, that they haven't been stirred equally, potentially? So when you bite into it, you get some dryness and then you get some moisture. It's very farmy and incredibly salty. It's a real farmhouse organic cheese, that's for sure. I think with a nice big glass of perry, that would work quite well with a nice sweet perry on the side, Steve, to work with this cheese. I think this is definitely a cheese to enjoy a drink with.
I'm assuming you are thinking a traditional perry, not the little deer that is popular at Christmas.
Babycham, no.
I don't really see you as a Babycham drinker, James.
No, I'm not, to be fair.
What are you saying on flavour, Steve?
Yeah.
On flavour, I'm struggling to separate the flavour and the texture in my mouth, because the bits, I've tried a few bits now, and it's got like almost a dryness, like a grittiness to it. And I think James is absolutely right. It's uneven distribution of moisture. And so what you're doing is getting different flavours. And because there's some of the dry areas, you've got like a powdery blue, it's giving a bitterness that makes it unpleasant.
Extra salt and bitterness, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's run through the scores then. What are we going to give for appearance out of 10?
6.
I was going to say 7, but 6 works for me.
7.
Okay,
7.
7.
Okay.
7.
Yeah.
And aroma?
Same.
Same.
And texture?
6.
And then
6.
flavour?
10.
Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's a few things in the make of that cheese that need re-examining. It has the potential to be something really very good, but I think there's, obviously we don't know what happened in the make, but certainly there's some inconsistency throughout the cheese.
Okay. So when we look at the total scores for all of those 10 cheeses, we have a clear standout winner as 1113 on a score of 48 out of 50. The 2 drawing cheeses was the first one, 1020, and also 1106. They both scored 42, which is absolutely fine for them to draw and still get that great high score and that gold. Are you happy with those?
What's the threshold for gold? Is it 40?
The gold threshold, let me get it in front of me, is 45 and above a gold, sorry, and 40 is a silver. So we've got 1 clear gold, and those 2 would be the silver. We've got 3.
I'm quite happy with the scores as they are.
Yeah.
We've got 3 silvers, 1 gold, and we can only have 1 winner.
Sorry, which was the other silver? 1020, 1106, and
1120, 1106, and then 1165.
Okay. And what bronzes have we got? Is there a few?
Bronze, yeah, there's the rest of them are all bronze, because bronze is 30 and above, and none of them scored lower than 30. Strong category.
Well, overall, if I was asked to do a summary, I would say we've just tasted 10 pretty well-made cheeses.
Yeah.
There were no horror stories in there. There's some room for improvement in a couple of areas. But I don't know about you, James, they're subtleties and nuances, because, as you say, they were all very good cheeses.
Yeah.
And
so if you were to go back to the winning cheese, which is 1113.
Trust me, I will be going back to it later.
What would be your summary of that cheese? What would you say to the producers of that cheese?
But to the winning cheese of
Yeah.
that category.
Why does someone need to go out and buy that cheese?
Well, because if you want to go for a relatively somebody that's getting into blue cheese, that's going to offer them some a plethora of flavor, which will offer you the dairy notes and those the complex, rich, fondant dairy notes, plus that farmy but gently clean barn, like hay farm barn note is great, and that salt astringence, that salt herbaceousness, they all work really nicely together. And I think it's all because of the way that we've been able to retain that moisture throughout the aging process of that blue cheese. The milk, I think it's also a very good indication of the quality of milk on that farm as well. It's very good milk.
Now, if I was talking to a consumer rather than a cheesemaker, I would say it is a very attractive looking piece of cheese that looks visually appealing and would look visually appealing and would sort of grace any cheese board beautifully. And then what you've got is all the best of a blue, which is a tanginess, a mild saltiness, overlaid with a sweetness and a creaminess and a delicious texture. So it's an all-round fabulous cheese, and would probably be quite a good entry point for people who think they don't like blue cheese.
Oh, okay.
Exactly, as I said, a gateway.
I think that's a really good point, Steve, because I think a lot of consumers can be quite scared of blue cheese.
I'm married to one. So yeah, absolutely, I know.
And I think although the market's growing for blue cheese, I think it's quite a slow burn and a learning, educating piece that needs to be done still.
Well, as you know, I wrote a book called British Cheese on Toast, which is all about unusual flavour combination. So I'm going to try this one tonight with my latest revelation, which is Marmite, blue cheese and mashed banana. It is absolutely delightful.
Now you had me at blue cheese and Marmite, but the banana.
Don't knock.
You're not pregnant, are you, Steve?
Trust me, it's good.
Where did you discover that?
Because I play around with flavours a lot. I ought to send you a copy. I ought to send you a copy of my book, Danielle, and then you'll think, wow,
Please do.
Really
Please
crazy.
do. So does it have to be a certain blue cheese though? Because Marmite's quite salty, isn't it?
No, you want a relatively spreadable, creamy style. So like this winning cheese here.
Yeah.
Or I don't want to name brands within the UK, so it's probably easier to say a Gorgonzola style rather than a Stilton style.
Yeah.
So what do you do with the Marmite then? Do you mix it all together?
You spread it on the toast, and then you put the blue cheese on.
So
and then the banana on top.
Banana on top. If you really want to set it off and be decadent, a drizzle of honey over the top works a treat.
Oh, okay. And what kind of bread? Is this a bloomer?
I would probably go granary, to be honest.
Okay.
Sourdough granary.
Lightly toasted.
Okay.
Or even a Miller's cracker.
Yes.
Not toasted.
No, in fact, something like the buttermilk here would work very well. I wouldn't try it with the cranberry and raisin. That's too many things going on, but the buttermilk would be nice.
What about the damsel?
Yes. I don't have any damsels here, but yes.
Okay. Right. Well, that concludes our category, Sarah. We've been very well behaved. We had some excellent commentary, some very high scores. The lowest score was a bronze. Lots of constructive feedback, and I'm very hungry. I want to go and find out what these cheeses are so I can go and get them.
And gold star moderation.
Oh, well, I thought, yes. And the judges were very well behaved.
Nothing less.
We have another class to do, don't we?
We do. Let me record the ending of this session.
Can we go and swap cheeses? My other cheeses are downstairs.
That's fine. Let me record the end, and then we'll physically end the session, and then you can go and get sorted for your next
what time's the next one?
Right after this, so you've got time for a quick switch over. But just to finally conclude, we're going to say that cheese number 1113 was our standout winner, which scored 48 points out of 50. Big thank you to Butler's Farm Cheeses for sponsoring the aprons, Miller's for providing the crackers. Thank you to our judges, and make sure you make a note in your diaries. The Supreme Final is on Wednesday, the 17th of June, and that is when the Virtual Cheese Awards are going to be revealing the best British and Irish cheese and crown the Supreme Champion for 2026. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you, Danielle. Amazing.